Hey everyone, it's Miriam here at Paper Wheels. I am in my craft room playing around with paper today and just having a great old time. Sun's is shining and everything's great in the Mid-Ohio Valley here. Today I am going to show you how to get rid of these little white edges along your border. You're not really getting rid of the edge per se by removing it. However, there are a few techniques you can use on stickers that will get rid of these white edges. If you wanted to fussy cut all around them, go right ahead if that's your thing. I don't like doing all that tiny little fussy cutting. So I am going to show you a couple ways that I can go around the edges here. So I've got a couple distress crayons here. This one is Vintage Photo. It's a Tim Holtz distress crayon. I also have a don't fall. Oh well, I did have an antique linen distress crayon until it hit the floor. So we will do it today without the antique linen. Today, I also, though, have this highlighter gel crayon that I picked up from Amazon. They're a little more inexpensive than the distress crayons, so they do a good job as well. You could also use some kind of a marker if you wanted to along the edges. And I do have a gold paint marker over here that I may pull in here in a few and see what we can do with it. So you get these stickers, they have the white edging around them, and then they have this little bit, this one's not so bad, but some of these have a lot of glare and shininess. Here is a couple pieces of acetate that have quite a bit of glare. You can see it there when the light and the sun hits that. I also have a couple of these stickers that are quite shiny as well. Here's that. I tried using a matte finisher on the stickers. It would work on probably the clear ones and the acetate pieces, but on the stickers, when I put this on to seal, after I put the distress crayons on, I would try sealing this with the ultra matte, and it just rubbed it right off. Same thing with the Ranger Media Clear Gesso, which is also a Ranger product that makes all the, this says Diana Weekly Media Clear Gesso, but it's still made by the company Ranger. It wiped the stuff off the edges of the white stickers. So I got to thinking, I have some matte top coat nail polish. So I figured out after trying it, I tried it first on a sticker, and somewhere I misplaced the little sticker I had, but I'll show you how it works. And then I tried it on a piece of this acetone. It might be a little hard to see, but see where, if I hold it up and get a glare on there, let's see if I can get the glare. I get a glare, but I'm not having that glare on the other side. You can see where the glare kind of ends there, right there, looking at it there. You can see where that glare ends. One half is glared, one half is not. I just simply put a coat of matte top coat on it, and it took the glare right off the stickers. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to color on some of these stickers with the vintage crayons and this gel highlighter, see how it does, and seal it with my matte nail polish here. This is just a really cheap brand, Wet n Wild. You can probably pick it up at your dollar store for $1.25, or I believe I may have gotten it on Amazon for just about the same price. Walmart may even have it for 98 cents. So this actually is coming out very similar to how my antique linen comes out. So you just color around your edges till your white is gone. And then I take a paper towel I keep some little square ones on my desk so I can reach them in a hurry. But let me get colored around here and I'll show you how I do this. So how's your weather in your area today? We've got some sunshine here and not too bad. If you're new to my channel here at Paper Wheels, Junk Journal with Paper Wheels, then please like, subscribe, share. Trying to get up to that 100 subscribers, and when I do, we're going to have a drawing for my pink rose journal. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll post a link below so that you can go back and look at that video and you can see the pink rose journal. I really like how that did because it matched it almost with the color on the inside there. Missed a few places. Let me go back here and kind of put a little bit more on there. These will smear with the heat of your fingers, so if you feel like you got too much in an area, you just take your finger and rub along it. I still got glue on my fingers where I've been playing all day here in the craft room. So, soap and water takes ink, glue off, no need to worry. Stuff like if a nail polish obviously can be removed with acetate, so that's another good way to remove things that you want off of your mat or things, paints and things. And then I just simply take the matte nail polish and I will put it all the way across the whole entire sticker because I want it to seal that color in, and if you don't do the whole thing, you'll be able to see where you haven't done very clearly. It does when it goes down, it's pretty shiny. But as it dries to a nice, real matte finish. I'm going to do this one early on in the video. We'll lay it to the side, and then I can show you what it does as we work on some other stickers. Oh. No worries. Drop it. It'll still wipe right up. Not a big deal. And if you can't find a paper towel on something like that, you can always use your finger. It's one of the best tools you have for crafting. And you always have it handy. So, when all else fails, just smudge with your fingers. Ah, no, little birdie, get out of there. Birdie, birdie, you don't want to be in here. Okay, so then I'll take it and just kind of look at it like this. I'm not too worried about it being perfectly smooth on here because it works either way. I just want to be sure there's a coat all over it and that I didn't just wipe it off on my fingers when I did that. It looks like right here I might have wiped some of it off. I like to, I'm not real picky about which direction the brush strokes go. It's kind of like Mod Podge. It'll give it a real neat looking finish when it dries. So there we go. Get that piece of glue off there so it doesn't dry. There's one down and finished. Let me finish off these two butterflies here while I have this open and going. I already did half of the butterfly here. I'm going to spill this yet, folks. And be sure you lay your other items over where your hand, if it touches them, isn't going to get the stuff all over your hand. Not so much, like I said, worried about smearing it, but just on something like this, you just kind of want to get it down. You really probably will not be able to see too many brush strokes. So far, I haven't tried it on every single item I own or anything like that as far as stickers go, but the ones I've tried it on, it works very well. So we're gonna just try to slide this off with the dry part. There we go. And then I have this acetate butterfly. I have no clue where I got these, folks. They were in a ephemera package again from I had all kinds of old pieces of stuff where I used to make cards. And I just hung on to that when I started doing journals and junk journals because they work well for making ephemera. Just old pieces of, and I just put down a random piece of scrapbook paper that I really don't care about 6x6, I don't care if using up, and put it down. And then let's see, I think I wish I would have put my pokey tool out here, but maybe I can use the edge of my scissors here to get this up and over where I need it to go. And then I can clean my scissors off with acetate if I get any all over them. Let's see if I pick this up, if I can do it that way. There we go. That's even easier. So I'm just going to lay this off to the side. Like that. And we'll work on a few more of these stickers and make them a little vintage. I also have a few fussy cuts here that I thought I might try the crayons on and see how they do as well. Maybe one, let's try one of this bird here, and let's try the darker color. Here's the sticker I did earlier. I covered it with the distress crayon. This happened to be the antique linen, and then I used the matte nail color to kind of seal that in, and it's dried completely. And as you can see, it's not shiny, and it looks pretty cool once it's done and gives it that vintagey look. All right, this is my technique for getting caps off of pens. If you can't pull them off, just use a pair of scissors and hook it under there. All right, this is just a bird that I printed on sticker paper, so I can peel the back off so it'll stick down, but it still has the white edges from the sticker paper. This should absorb ink well, but it also should, you should be able to use your smudge crayons on it and then just kind of smudge it around with your finger to get the edges covered. You could also use your dauber in your ink on a paper type sticker because those stickers will take your ink well, and it won't be so difficult to, and it won't rub off, I guess. It won't be so difficult to keep your ink where you put it when you're done. So I'm just simply going to finish smudging around there. I'm not going to coat it with the matte nail color. I think because of the way the feet are, I'm going to maybe just put a little bit in here between the paws and kind of smudge it to kind of spread it out so it doesn't look quite so stark white in there. Put just a little bit more here on this paw. What do you call, I guess it's not a paw for birds, is it? Foot? I don't know. What do you call bird's foot? Anybody know? If you know, put it down there for me. I don't want to stop my video and look up on YouTube what you call bird's foot. So, I don't know. Maybe I should know that from grade school, but certainly it's not coming to my brain at the moment. So there we have that one. And then I think on this one, it's more, I know it's bright colors, but let's just see what the lighter color looks like around here. Again, I'll probably smudge it when it's also a fussy cut that someone had online for free, and I downloaded it and printed it out on some just regular white sticker paper. You can get glossy sticker paper if you want. I just don't like that glossy look in junk journals, and I don't know if you all do as well. I mean, if you prefer it, you know, great. Comment below whether you like see, and now that gives it a brownish look, and when you put it down, that white, it's still going to jump off the page depending on the background you use, but it's not going to like jump out at you and say, hey, I'm white. Let's see. I also have more stickers over here that got pushed under other things, so let me just pull those out a little bit here. These stickers are just on regular, or these aren't even stickers, they're on regular copy paper, so they'll scrounge up really good with either one of these and absorb up the crayon real good. So just like colored when you're a kid, folks, just cover those edges. They say that adult coloring is wonderful for people as a good stress reliever. Maybe we all need to take to a little bit of coloring. I consider my crafting a great stress reliever and making my journals, and I use all kinds of different items when making journals and different kinds of paper and book pages and different things. So I think I'll even come along here on one of these and use one of my paint markers, for gold paint markers for you, so you can see how a marker might do. All right. Now I'm good with that one, except for right here under his neck. I missed a little spot. So let me go ahead and put some there. There we go. And just when you're coloring like that, kind of go with the flow of his feathers would be going. And it'll just kind of look like more feathers along the edges. So there, now I have that one. Then once I go to use these in a journal, they'll be essentially done and ready to roll. Okay, let's see what I have here that might look good. Trimmed in a gold color. Here's a couple more of, I don't know, I'm just going to try one, see what it looks like. This is just a gold metallic paint marker that I picked up on Amazon. Probably find them at any local craft store, or Amazon is a good place. I don't know if you're an Amazon shopper, but it's a good place to buy craft junk journal supplies. I don't even know if they still have these on Amazon. One of these I've had open, another one I've not. So there we go. That works. So let's see. This is just one of these paint markers. So I'm just simply going to, let's use this darker bird here. I'm going to simply lay it on the paper and just go around the edge with my, it'll give it kind of a gold metallic edge. Just try to go around the edge, off the edge of the paper as best I can. If I add a little too much in one area, I'll just come back in and touch it up a bit. I like the gold look in journals more so than, say, using a silver marker for things. I just like the look. Gold just kind of gives it a nice vintagey look, I think. Silver works on some things for lighter colors, but I just like the look of the gold. I have a silver marker like this. I just don't use it a lot, and I'm just going to put just a little bit there in the white area. Oops, again, we got his belly a little bit more than I planned, so let's just make that part of the design. Again, I'm just following the way his feathers or beak might go. I'm not going to get super close to the beak so I don't end up, oops, missed that spot there under his belly because I didn't see it. Let's just go ahead and cover that. So now I have this one. He's all ready to go into a journal as well. And I just used a gold paint marker to cover the edges there. You could use brown markers if you have them, or a brown paint marker. The thing with your paint markers, though, you do want to put the caps on right away because they will dry up on you. If this is from Mr. Pen, I had a green one that dried up on me. It was completely dry. They are water-based. These particular ones, I believe, are water-based as well. The others that was a water-based, I put it down in a little glass jar with water and let it soak for a little bit, took it out, and that marker was like brand new. So if you end up with a marker that isn't working and it's water-based marker, try putting it in a glass of water to revive that marker and see how it, whether or not you can get it revived back up. A lot better than throwing it away in my book. So markers just seem to be something that don't last a lot. I do have a set of markers that I've had almost 3 years now. They are Click Art pens from Amazon, and they're just wonderful. And they are retractable. That's why they're called Click Art pens, because you can retract them. There, that little birdie's ready to go roll. And again, these are just paper ones, so we'll just lay these off to the side. I think I'll do a couple more of the shining ones just to give you these others a chance to dry so you can see what they look like all finished. They should be about dry if I do a couple more here. Let's do this ballerina. She was part of a sticker pack. She's got lots of white around her. And this just will not hold anything. If you had a even a pink gel crayon or highlighter like this in a mauve or pink color, you could even use it to go around your sticker and kind of color up your white edges. This one seems to be doing great for this, so I'll just keep at it. And for me, this is just something real easy to do. Doesn't take a lot of energy, strength to just sit at the craft table and color a little bit. Use your matte nail color or some kind of an acrylic sealant. It would probably have to be more of an acrylic sealant because a water-based wants to interact with the marker, and that's why it rubs it right off. So now I have this, and I'm going to use my matte nail color. I scoot it up a bit so I'm not off camera here. Sorry if I was out of focus there, or off camera. I don't think it went out of focus, but it did go off camera, what you could see on my camera. All right, let's just paint this up. And this one turned out a little bit lighter along the edges, but with the pink, I think that looks good. We're just going to leave it that way. The matte nail color doesn't seem to be lifting the crayon up in any way and getting on my brush, so that's good. Some of these stickers I haven't tried yet with this, so I just experimented a little before a few days ago on this, and it seemed to work, so here I am. I don't edit any of my videos. I let you see the real thing here, so if I make a mistake, I show you how I try to fix those mistakes. Junk journals are wonderful, especially when you're not a perfect crafter, which I'm certainly not. I gave up perfectionism on my crafting many years ago. I do try to, make product that I like, that I'm proud of, and that is acceptable to me. I just don't want to throw it together. But the reality is, you make mistakes, and you just work on ways to correct those. And a lot of mistakes can be covered with other paper, glue, and inks. It's amazing how this stuff works. So let's lay her, just scoot her up here to the top, out of the way. And I'm going to put the lid on here and see what we've got over here on these others that we did. Now you'll see on the one sticker, it is bubbling, not bubbling, it is bubbling up a little bit from where the nail polish was wet when it went down. However, it is coated good. I can rub it. It's not coming off. I'm rubbing it here, on my paper. It's not coming off anywhere. So it is sealing it good, and it's gotten rid of the matte finish. If you notice when you're looking at it that say you missed a spot on there, you could also go back and add it on top without any problem, because you really can't see any brush strokes or things unless you look with a magnifying glass. At least on that sticker, it came out really good. And then let's take a look at these two here. I think I did this butterfly first. So pick it up here. It is completely covered in matte. There's just a few tiny little spots that I see that I might have not gotten enough on. And I've still got some sunshine coming in my windows here, and I'm still not getting any any glare off of that. I did have a clear sticker here that I wanted to try. See, maybe you can see how it will look as well. Again, I just, the sticker, I cut around the piece of plastic that the backing that the sticker's on, so I'm just going to, you know, go over the edges of the sticker so when I peel it off the plastic backing, it'll be completely coated. So I'm just not being real particular. As long as I get it coated across everything, I'll be good. And like I said, if you miss a spot, just take your matte nail color and go back in there and cover the spot you missed. It dries quick enough that you don't have to let it sit for a long time. And you don't have to get like perfect brush strokes or anything. Just really simple, easy method to use. Probably wouldn't work if you're doing big things, because with something being big, it's going to take a lot of brush strokes, honestly. But for the smaller stickers and things like that, this is a real good way to do that. This one that we did earlier, it was a little sticky on the edges, so it wanted to stick to my mat. But let me put my lid on here and show you how it turned out. And we'll give that clear one just a few to dry here. Yep. This one worked out real good. You can see where there were just a few tiny little spots I missed. But I'll take my stuff and go back in there. And I hesitate. I have never used these on cards or anything because of the shininess of the acetate. Now that I made them dull, I'll use that on a journaling card somewhere. So I'm going to just kind of touch up the little spot here that I missed getting. And maybe do another sticker while I'm letting this clear one dry, so you can see what it looks like before I'm finished. Now, where did those spots disappear to? There they are. Sometimes if you just kind of look at it from the side, it's easier to see those spots that you could have missed. Push him back out of the way again. And let's do another one of these, maybe these birds over here are butterflies. I liked how the gold went around one, so I have this larger sticker with a white background. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the gold on it. I really liked how the gold looked along the edges, and I'm hoping maybe it'll pick up some of those metallic pieces on the gears and things. I think this is supposed to give a steampunk look, so I'm just going to, in addition to go around the edges, I'm going to kind of, you know, add a little bit of gold to this rest of it for coordination. And if you mess up, you just kind of wipe or smear it off there. And it doesn't make a bit of difference. Just smear that around a bit. Kind of takes that white effect off of there. Let's do the same on these gear pieces here. And on the gear pieces, I'm going to get a piece of my paper towel up here and just blot it, because I don't want to smear my lines on those pieces and those parts of the gear. There we go. That one's smeared slightly, but it doesn't ruin the look of the sticker. It still looks pretty cool. Okay, so let's just going to go around the edges, and on the edges I'm not going to smear it. I'm just going to color my edges a bit all the way around. Up. See what I get here. Again, if you get a little too much in one area, you can go back in with your paper towel, and when you wipe on, if you're using your edges, always wipe out. That way if it does smear some, actually, I'm going to put it on and wipe it. I really like how that wiped off there. Just going to put it on there, leave it a minute or two, and then wipe towards the outside edges. If you wipe in, you could smear it in onto your images. So it's better when you're doing something like this is to always wipe out. and then you don't smear it. That almost, I don't know if it's just my eyes today and my lighting here, but to me that almost gives it a greenish tint when I wipe and leave just it on there. So I actually really like that look it's giving this sticker. And I'll be more apt to use these stickers so when they no longer have all these lovely little white borders on them. Some areas I might just not wipe just as much as other areas. Just so it doesn't look, you know, perfectly down around the edges. I like that imperfect look on a journal. All right, I'm not even going to go over that with the pink, or not the pink, with the matte look, because I don't think it needs to. So went from the plain white to that. I'm going to try smudging some in here and just see what I come up with. I don't know how well it'll work, but maybe if I put it like that into, oh yeah, that's working. So again, I'm just going to kind of put a little bit squared area and smudge it a bit with my paper towel. So that will take the white down and not be quite so white. Again, I want to smudge it pretty quickly, because if not, it's gonna, there, I think that bottom one, that's about all it's gonna get. Now, I really changed the appearance of this sticker and the real whiteness. I'm gonna leave the clock face white. That way the numbers on the clock and things will stand out. But there I have a sticker ready to go in a journal. I'll let it dry a little bit, but it's, when you wipe it like that, you're pretty much wiping off the wetness on it. Let's check the shiny sticker here now and see how it's doing. All right, so it's taken the shine and glare off of this sticker now. And see how it was really shiny, and it'll still be not quite as see-through. It does make it more opaque, which I'm fine with that. But if I just lift the edge up here so you can see what this one looks like under here. I can get the edge lifted a little bit so you'll see what I mean. And we'll compare it to the other sticker that came from the same packaging. These are hard to get off of here, really. Unless I'm doing something wrong to get them off there. And it might not help that I put the nail polish over onto the clear part either. Here we go. That got it started. So this is what it looks like along the edge when you use the matte nail color. You can see it's not as see-through as it was previously. And I have this one here, so you can kind of see the comparison. This one is a lot more shinier. You get a lot more glare over the stickers than you do with these stickers. All right, folks, get your stickers out. Get rid of those white borders. Get rid of that clear glare on your stickers if you don't like it. And you have any questions, please comment below. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, and share. And get me up to that 100 mark so we can do a drawing for this journal. The sooner the better, folks. Again, have a wonderful afternoon. And bye now for now.